niggas always talking, I'm like, fuck it, let them chat. I've been getting money, you know I can live with that. Legend in my city, winning, showed it on the map. And if I leave this bitch tomorrow, they gon' quote it as a fact. I'm like, who the hell could stop me? Carbon copies on my timeline. Get up out your ego, learn to think with your divine mind. Main role in my movie, get that boot if you ain't acting right. Biting on my style, these niggas rapping with some appetite. Better know where you at night. Ride around with that strap at night. Catch me flicking ashes, thumping funky at your traffic light. Tipping out my bottle, all in honor of my dead. Swear these niggas want no drama on my mama, on your head. I was raised to be that way, you just can't hold it, G. Being a block, I'm on my pivot like I'm supposed to be. Clocking bitches with them niggas who been close to me. Popping shit and putting dick all in her ovaries. But I do my thing, bitch. I'm way too play for playing around, you know my language. Just send me that bread and I'm laying it down to hold my weight, bitch. They know my name when I'm moving through town and I don't lane switch. I'ma keep it that way till I lay in the ground. I do my thing, bitch. I'm way too play for playing around, you know my language. Just send me that bread and I'm laying it down to hold my weight, bitch. They know my name when I'm moving through town and I don't lane switch. I'ma keep it that way till I lay in the ground. Who gon' tell your tale if you don't leave no good impression? You ain't mad at me, little bitch, you mad at your reflection. Working on my hoodoo, burning sage for my protection. But if that shit there don't work, you know we brought that Smith & Wesson. I ain't stressing, found my blessing in the lowest state. She tell me, Xavier, please come over, though she know it's late. I could've went and beat that down, instead I chose to wait. I been that nigga in my city, that ain't no debate. See, once you learn to drop your feelings, you might drop your ceilings. I talk to God about my dealings when they got my healings. Don't point my way with all that drama, I be about my commas. What's worse about your lack of papers, you ain't got no honor. But I do my thing, bitch. I'm way too play for playing around, you know my language. Just send me that bread and I'm laying it down to hold my weight, bitch. They know my name when I'm moving through town and I don't lane switch. I'ma keep it that way till I lay in the ground. I do my thing, bitch. I'm way too play for playing around, you know my language. Just send me that bread and I'm laying it down to hold my weight, bitch. They know my name when I'm moving through town and I don't lane switch. I'ma keep it that way till I lay in the ground.
Smartphone for the dumb bread, clip full of the bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the break cane. Mindset on the next move, no time for the head game. Kush pack in the backpack, nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the dumb bread, clip full of the bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the break cane. Mindset for the next move, no time for the head game. I'm a player, you a parody. Bad bitch, two braids like a Cherokee. So much that I might need a parody. Smoke dope and I might need therapy. I be flyed in a bitch, young parakeet. Apparently, these niggas don't know who I be. Last time I came to the show, so you paid at the door and I slid in, no ID. You ain't cold like me. No, you see the name in neon. Prime time shit like Dion. Niggas ain't peas, they peons. Hit it in the bed, bad beyond. Neck on froze, on Freon. I ain't gotta tell her that we on. Shawty know she heard of the band and the brand and the type shit we on. Fuck they be on. Got a nigga leading this shit like Eons. He a fan, he a windmill. Top down on the coast, got a wind chill. But I'm grill, big fur, nigga chinchill. Tell him simmer down, sit still. Switch flows like knobs on the faucet. Tell him I need all of the profit. I'm off for the week shit. Probably off for a week shit. With a queen at the crib, got it looking like freak Nick. My flight about to head from the runway. It's noon, getting head on a Monday. Sunbathe on the beach on a Sunday. Niggas still getting paid from the one play. Pulled up in the what you call it. Eating on that, can't pronounce it. They seen I ain't announced it. Doing numbers like 8 accountants. Ducked off by the lake and mountains. Might make it sound like
that.
knapsack. Smartphone for the done bread. Clips full of the bag bag. Bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the break hang. Mindset on the next move. No time for the head game. Clutch pack in the backpack. Nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the done bread. Clips full of the bag bag. Bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the break hang. Mindset for the next move. No time for the head game. I'm a vibe, I'm a trip, I'm a journey. I'm a dog at the game in the gurney. Yo, bitch probably came with the scurvy. She be playing more games than attorney. Turn up, turn wheel on the yacht deck. Cold drink, hardwood and a hot neck. Grotesque protest when I shop wreck. Got it now, give a fuck who got next. Ate good, tall glass of the Merlot. Pin game, got the cash on turbo. Teed up with the iron like Top Golf. New whip with the top piece chopped off. Off work, I came to play. 2 blunts, tall Tanqueray. Don't simp, get paid today. That hate can't make a stay. Out west where the Lakers stay. And I'm still up getting to the bread like aisle 3. If it ain't about that, don't dial me. Put a little right in your act, baby. Do it for your bread and your black babies. Nigga, don't flex, just build muscle. I'm up, I still hustle. Ball game like Bill Russell. Rap game on Chris Wallace. Make a nigga wanna switch wallets. Give a fuck what a bitch call it. No shit for the faint of heart. Get rich, nigga, play your part. 5 bands, 2 days apart. This shit like ancient art. And I'm still in the hood like an engine. Slide 4 deep, done division. Poppin' my shit for the pension. Pretty little freak in the mentions. Checking her physique and dimensions. Let a nigga peep your position. In that backpack. Nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the done bread. Clips full of the bag bag. Bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the break hang. Mindset on the next move. No time for the head game. Clutch pack in the backpack. Nap time in the knapsack. Smartphone for the done bread. Clips full of the bag bag. Bad bitch in the bed frame. Same one for the break hang. Mindset for the next move. No time for the head game.
All work, no pleasure. I ain't here to make friends, big stepper. Ay, bad guy, Heath Ledger. Ready for whatever, I'll be front and center. Don't fly too close to the sun, your body chopped up by propellers. Came in arrogant, but left out in a stretcher. Fuck the comparison, y'all know y'all couldn't replicate it. Chillin' in the desert, I'm good under pressure.
Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found.
This a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles.
From the ground with me to the clouds, never coming down.
That's the crown on me, wear it proud, show 'em what we bout.
Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found.
Said this a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles.
From the ground with me to the clouds, never coming down.
That's the crown on me, wear it proud, fuck what they was talking about. All work, no pleasure. I ain't here to make friends, big stepper. Ay, bad guy, Heath Ledger. Ready for whatever, I'll be front and center. Quick to sever, however, whoever. Raining from above, we shooting down through your umbrella. Ay, getting fed up, nothing you could tell us. Snapping every shot I take, just wait till it develops.
Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found.
This a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles.
From the ground with me to the clouds, never coming down.
That's the crown on me, wear it proud, show 'em what we bout.
Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found.
Said this a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles.
From the ground with me to the clouds, never coming down.
That's the crown on me, wear it proud, fuck what they was talking
Stick
about.
around when we hold it down, look at what we found. From the ground with me to the clouds, never coming down. Stick around when we hold it down, look at what we found.
Said this a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles.
From the ground with me to the clouds, never coming down.
That's the crown on me, wear it proud. proud, fuck what they was talking about.
Oh, excuse me. Hold on. Hot minute. Give me 1 second. Cause I was up here playing. I was up here BSing, fooling around, sitting up here drinking my Kool-Aid, eating my sloppy Joe, and I was up here playing. Hold up, give me 1 minute. Yeah, I was with you. I was with shit. All right. Now let's let me try this all over again. Oh, hey, anyway, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hope everybody fine. Can everybody hear me? Hope everybody can hear me. Oh, what's going on? It's your guy, Big Dog Barking, with a little live, nothing too serious, but it's serious. You know what I'm saying? Um, just to lighten the mood a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too heavy. I ain't gonna hit y'all with the financial style advice. I ain't gonna hit y'all with no strategies today or nothing like that. It was just something that I found scary in the internet. You know what I'm saying? So, as y'all can see by today's topic, we're gonna be talking about morning smashing and how it helps you get a promotion at your job. Morning sex. We're going to talk about how you getting your rocks off first thing in the morning may or may not help you get that promotion you're looking for at your job. May or may not help you get, an advancement at your work of employment, place of employment. I'm talking about some other things because I saw some I saw some on X yesterday and with Summer Walker. And yeah, we're gonna get into that too. The link is dropped. So, y'all want to come up and chop it up with your boy. It ain't nothing too serious today. We're gonna have a little fun. But as y'all in the building, y'all hit that like button. Likes I appreciate over here. You know what I'm saying? I do appreciate them junks. Hit the share button, tell somebody, come put their eyes on me. And also hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 1,300 by the end of the year, by December 31st, 2025. That is a goal of mine. If we get the goal, we get the goal. If we don't get the goal, guess what? We're going to start over January 1st, 2026. And also, if you would like to donate to the investment circle, if you would like to join the investment circle, hit the Cash App, $ Big Dog Barking 2132. Whether it's a small donation or a large donation, we appreciate everything over here. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for the people, I wouldn't be doing the things I was doing. I probably would. I still be talking shit, but I do it for y'all. So before I get into the main topic today, first thing I want to talk about is what I saw on X yesterday. So I go on X. I'm just going through trending topics, entertainment, sports, all that type of shit right there. So I come across what's trending in entertainment. It was Summer Walker. Now, I'm not the biggest Summer Walker fan. Like, I appreciate some of her music. Some of her music is good, but to me, Summer Walker, excuse me, Summer Walker is in the same vein as a Chloe Bailey. She in the same vein as a Chloe Bailey to me. Is because she want to make it seem like her relationships with men, her baby father, and all that type of shit is terrible. Now, in the words of Fantastic, he said, Mr. Fantastic, shout out to Mr. Fantastic. He said, Summer Walker is this generation's Mary J. Blige. And if you listen to Mary J. Blige, that's one of my wife's favorite artists of all time, Mary J. She loved Mary J. And if you know, like I know, Mary J has always used her relationship drama to sell records. So I'm looking through the tweets on X, and she says something, and I want to make sure I'm saying it right. Let me see, can I pull it up right fast on my phone? Give me a hot minute. See, can I find it? Cause it was. I'm trying to make sure it's right. Let's see. Okay. Summer Walker says, and I quote, "Men are providers only. Drain them before leaving." This is what Summer Walker said. Summer Walker says, "Men are only providers. Drain them before leaving." In a quote, she said, talking to complex.com, "Ladies, if you ride or die, you'll die. Men are just providers. That's it." This is Summer Walker that says this. And when I first saw it last night, I said to myself, just over, like I said, I don't deal with a lot of celebrity gossip, but I hear shit. And I know Summer Walker was going through things with her baby daddy. I think it's London on the track. I think that's her baby daddy. If I'm not mistaken, I might be right, I might be wrong. But I know she been in a back and forth with her producer baby daddy, and she was talking crazy about him while he owned a nice majority of one of her albums she had put out. He produced a lot of tracks on one album. I can't remember which album it was, but he produced a lot of the tracks on this album. He owns a nice piece of the music on that album. If y'all know how music operates, y'all know how music operates. Then, not too long ago, I think it was the MTV Awards where she showed up where with this older white guy. Yeah, that's Summer Walker. And I know I done told my sister-in-law, she was Summer Walker fan. I told my sister-in-law over and over again. I said, Summer Walker is toxic. And she keep looking at me like, why would you call her toxic? I said, bro, just look at how she operates. She toxic. She's toxic. At best, she got some potential, but she risky at best. She's overall, according to my scoring system, she's overall no lower than a 6. No lower than a 6. I think that's a floor 6. She might be around a 7. It's a ceiling 6, 7. It ain't just because of her looks; it's everything. So yeah, so she's literally telling women, her fans, her followers, her everybody that if you dealing with a man, don't be the ride or die because you gonna die. Just take a man for everything he got. And when he ain't got nothing else to give, then you leave him. It's that type of mentality that got a lot of women lost in the sauce. It's because you got bad dealings with your father, baby daddy, and this, that. You got bad dealings with men. What is on you or on them, I don't know. But you got bad dealings. So because you had bad relationship with men, you literally gonna tell women to Drain a man till he has nothing else to give financially. Take him for everything, shout it. Take him for all his money. Take him for everything, all his assets. Take him. Drain him dry. And when he don't have one red cent, you leave him. You leave him. Now, ladies and gentlemen, over here, what I do over here now is that for her to tell me that, for her to be that bold to say that statement right there is drain them for everything they got. Drain men for every red cent. Drain them till he ain't got nothing else. And when he's down on his luck, that's when you leave him. That sounds like a hurt lady. That sounds like a lady that been hurt by dudes over and over again and been hurt financially. Now, this is not me riding with her. This is just me saying, shout it. You've been put in these bad situations when it came down to your bread. Because if you know anything about the music business, if you don't know what you signing on to, you gonna get fucked. That's on men and women. If you just going in there, you happy to sign that contract, you getting this machine behind you to pump your music, promote your music, and you don't know what you signing, and you get fucked, I can't blame the label for fucking you. I have to blame you. I have to give you some accountability for not knowing what you signing, for not knowing what you're getting up to, for not knowing where your royalties going and your points. I can't get mad at the label for doing business. I can't get mad at the label for doing business. I can't get mad at that nigga that using money to get what he want out of you and you giving it to them. And then when you have nothing else to give them, you say you got manipulated. It's like that's what you signed up for. The same way I would tell men is that you signing up to get the box, and then you get mad when you don't get nothing else but the box, and you feel like you didn't got cheated. Now you didn't get cheated, you got what you signed up for. If you willing to be a little jump for a nigga, and that's where your place is with this guy, why are you surprised he treat you any better? Why are you surprised that he didn't treat you like a queen when he didn't have to? You signed up for less than, you got less than, and then you get mad because you didn't get what you thought you were going to get. Do I blame the man? Or do I blame you for not getting more out of the deal than what you got? So now you've been hurt. You've been did wrong. You've been manipulated in your eyes. And now you want to take it out on me and it's saying, I'm going to drain them till they have nothing left. And then I'm going to leave them. You're not going to ride with no dude. You're not going to be his rock. You ain't going to be none of that. You ain't got time to be none of that because you feel like it's a bad deal. But if you're going to take all his money, though, you're going to make sure you get that. You're going to make sure you get the trips and the restaurants and anything that comes along with a digger with money. You're going to make sure to capitalize on that. And once he ain't got nothing else to give you, it's adios amigos. And you think that's cool. Because just like Mary J., the first time you went through something with a nigga and you had an option to leave, you had an option to get away from the situation, why you didn't leave? Why did you go through what you went through and keep staying? Now I say that because of my own situations, and I had to tell my wife when she tried to throw shit up in my face, is like, well, you had an option to go. You didn't have to stay. You could have left. and you would have been well within your rights to leave. I can't make you stay if you don't want to stay. So my thing is this: is like if you getting fucked over in your relationships and you don't like what's going on, why are you staying in your relationships? Is it because you have no confidence in yourself? Is it a lack of self-esteem? You feel like you're nothing without a certain individual, so you'd rather be attached to an individual than have some type of name, some type of clout, some type of status, than to be by yourself and have nothing? Is that why a lot of women stay in bad situations? And then you come to the realization is that you're in a bad situation, and instead of holding yourself accountable for your bad decision making, you want to hold it against a man and saying, I'm gonna fuck him over and get whatever I can get out of him. And when I can't get nothing else out of him, I'm gonna leave his ass alone. And you feel like you're right. Which is crazy because I say the same thing to guys is that you attaching yourself to a woman they got bad behavior, and because you're getting something out of it, you're gonna deal with the bad behavior until you can't deal with the bad behavior no more. And then you're gonna get up on this motherfucker and complain about their bad behavior when I sit here like, well, bro, you didn't have to accept it. You didn't have to deal with it. You chose to deal with it because it got something out of it. See, that right there is what a lot of us be caught up into is you gotta get something. Why do you be around the fuck boys and the hood rats if you're not a fuck boy or hood rat? You feel me? Why are you dealing with people that's beneath you? Why are you dealing with that? Because you got something to gain by being associated with them. You're guilty by association. You get something out of this. Just like I said, with a woman that's dealing with an abusive man, whether it's financially or physically or emotional, whatever the case may be. And I can look at my own life as watching my mama dealing with my stepdaddy. He was verbally abusive. He didn't hesitate to call her out her name if the thing wasn't going the way he wanted to go. I seen it. And once I was getting older and older and older, and I kept seeing that, I had to sit there and tell her, like, Mama, you don't have to deal with that. You know that, right? You don't have to deal with that verbal abuse if you don't want to. So why do you deal with it? Because you feel like you ain't nothing without them? You feel like you less than without them? So you deal with the verbal abuse because you rather deal with the verbal abuse and keep them than to not deal with it and be without them. So again, why do you hold on to motherfuckers that don't do you no good? Why do you associate with people that ain't gonna do you no good? That's beneath you. You say you're better than, but you stay hanging around these individuals that ain't shit. It's a benefit. You get something out the deal. You get something out of them. Even though you're supposed to be better, you're getting something out of your ratchet friends. They get you in the spots that your bougie ass can't get you into, your square ass can't get you into. That's why you hang around these individuals. You get into the action. You get into the bullshit that you really don't supposed to belong to. You really don't supposed to be in. And then once you get into that shit and the bullshit start coming your direction, you don't know how to handle that shit because that ain't you. And then once you get fucked up in the game, because of the bullshit, you want to point fingers at your ratchet friends and them fuck boys that you hanging around with and saying it's their fault for putting you in an environment that you didn't belong in the first place. And only thing I can say is did nobody tell you to come along for the ride. You had every option to get out. You had every option to get out. Which goes to a lot of the shit I say about flash over fundamentals. Chaos versus calm. See, we like picking chaos because chaos is exciting. We don't like boring. It's just that when the chaos get too chaotic and we ain't able to handle it, now we got to blame the chaos for being chaotic. Now we have to blame the environment that we're in on my bad decisions. No. If you're fascinated about the fast cars and the diamond rings, the nice restaurants and trips and shit like that, and that's the life you want to go into, okay, cool. But you get into that life and realize there's a price you got to pay to enjoy that life. Then you want to blame the life for the decisions you're making. Now you want to blame the life for the decisions you're making. Sound like a crack addict. Sound like addiction, alcohol. That you want this shit, you wouldn't do whatever to get this shit, and then you want to blame the addiction on why you acting the way you acting. When you probably been told over and over again you don't want to do that, but you want to test the waters, it ain't gonna happen to me and all that type of good shit right there. And you end up falling victim to the bullshit, and now you want to blame the bullshit for taking you under. But you had fair warning that that bullshit had a possibility of taking you under. But you had that it ain't gonna happen to me mentality. That what happens a lot in the reality. That what happens a lot in the real world is that we all playing that gamble. We all taking that gamble that I'm gonna come up, it ain't gonna happen to me. I'm the exception. I can get excluded. I'm the snowflake. I'm different. I'm different. Like the pretty chick that want to go to the rough part of town, knowing it's the rough part of town, just to go to the rough part of town. And then when something happened to her in the area where people telling her not to go to, she want to blame the area for what happened to her. And was like, well, it was a possibility something was gonna happen to you if you would have went over there. Now that something happened to you, now you want to be mad at the area where it happened to you at. But you was told you don't want to go over there. But your curiosity as a human being led you to some bullshit. Your human nature to be nosy led you to some bullshit just to see what it's about. And then when something happened to you, you want to blame the situation for something happened to you. It's like it was a possibility anyway. Why did you go? Why did you put yourself in that situation? Because you had enough nuts to say, it ain't gonna happen to me. I'm gonna try it anyway. And then when worse come to worse, then it's like that shit was fucked up. It was fucked up before you got there. It was a bad decision before you got there. All I hear coming out of Summer Walker's mouth is you like getting razzle dazzled by the finer things that money brings. And you getting what you want financially, but you have to give up some shit physically or emotionally in order to have certain shit financially. That materialistic shit. And it does something to your soul. It does something to you psychologically. Because you willing to be a little 3 or 4 for certain things, you hold yourself out. And now you want to get vengeance. Now you want to get some get back from the same lifestyle you chose to participate in. And you're mad at niggas. You want to break niggas now? Cause some nigga done broke you emotionally or physically. Now you want to get back at them in their pockets so you'll feel a little better. It still ain't gonna take back all the bullshit you did before you got to this level. It ain't gonna take back all of the bad decisions you made before you got to this level. You got razzle dazzle, you got money thrown in your face, and you did some of the weirdest thing possible, probably, to get that bread. And you didn't get the glass slipper. You didn't get the fairy tale ending that you thought you was promised. So since you didn't get fairy tale, you want to give motherfuckers hell. Now you want to hurt a nigga pockets. Get counseling. That's all I can tell you. Get some therapy. Get some counseling. Look at yourself in the mirror and realize what the fuck you fucked up it and straighten it out. Cause you that bold to tell the world that's how you gonna move going forward with men. You'll never have a nigga, or you'll have a nigga that's want to kiss your ass. You'll have a nigga willing to take on that challenge. Like I said, you have a nigga that's willing to do that and say it ain't gonna happen to me. She ain't gonna do it to me. And then it'll be her victim that'll get done to, and then you're gonna get mad at her for doing it to you when she sit there and says she gonna do it. Funny, ain't it? Funny, ain't it? Niggas like gambling. Women like gambling. Which leads into something else I want to talk about before I get into my main topic. Y'all hit the like button. So I just seen Megan Thee Stallion new video, Lover Girl. Yeah. I can understand why Klay Thompson is crazy over Megan Thee Stallion. I mean, she was already attractive. And after me watching that video, I was like, yeah. She cooking that good old catfish and spaghetti. Yeah, she thick. Yeah. He a good Cali boy. He a good West Coast boy. Then messing with a down south chick. Yeah. You ain't prepared. But recently the Mavericks and the Raptors played, and y'all know Klay Thompson and Meg, they a little item. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Brandon Ingram and Glorilla. Now Glorilla, that's Memphis. That's my girl. That's from Memphis right there. You know what I'm saying? Little Gloria Hallelujah Woods. You feel what I'm saying? And again, with the whole gambling situation, taking risk, it's some conversation going on about Klay Thompson and Brandon Ingram dealing with Megan and Glow. Now, this is what I have to say. And I said the ones before when Klay and Meg started talking. I said this one before, and I said it again. You don't think that Klay Thompson and Brandon Ingram don't know what they're dealing with? You don't think that Klay Thompson and Brandon Ingram know what they're dealing with Megan Thee Stallion and Glorilla? I'm sure they know. There ain't no secret. Both of them, they're celebrities. Both of them big name rappers, female rappers. They know. They ain't hidden from the shit that they do. They know what's going on with them too. But yet and still they got them on their arms. They still got them on their own because they willing to take the risk. Even with all the Megan baggage, even with all the Glorilla baggage, Brandon Ingram and Klay Thompson is still willing to take the risk. And a lot of you guys would say they stupid, but a lot of you guys would also wife up Megan Thee Stallion and Glorilla. Don't lie to me. Lie to God. Don't lie to me. Lie to God. I say this over and over and over again is that because how Megan Thee Stallion is shaped, the aesthetics of Megan Thee Stallion, a good percentage of you niggas going. A good percentage of you motherfuckers going just off how Megan Thee Stallion look. A good percentage. Just off her body. And she cute. She's straight. A lot of you guys going off Megan just off how she look. Which is what y'all say y'all going anyway, is how you pick your women anyway based on how they look. And a lot of y'all will pick her because of how she look. If y'all didn't know the shit y'all know about her, y'all be going. And even knowing what she got going on, even with all the lying and the alcohol and this, that, and the third, even with all the baggage and the bullshit that come along with Megan Thee Stallion, a lot of you niggas was look and say, ain't gonna happen to me. I deal with the red flags. I take the risk. And Klay Thompson said, fuck it, I'll take a risk. I'll take the risk. Same shit with Sierra and Russell Wilson. Y'all really think Russell Wilson don't know what Sierra had going on? Yet and still is like, he green, he lame. But yet and still, you have no proof that Sierra doing that nigga wrong outside of how she dressed. But she is an entertainer, so Which is crazy because Beyonce dressed just like Sierra, and y'all don't say nothing about Beyonce because maybe she married to Jay-Z. I don't know. But you know that Megan Thee Stallion got a lot of shit going on that you're willing to overlook because of how she look. And Klay Thompson said, I'm willing to take that risk. I ain't scared. Because one or two things can happen while he dealing with Megan Thee Stallion. Is that one, she gonna do what she's known to do, which I'm already prepared for, or she gonna do something different. Just like when Cardi B was talking about she don't cook, she don't clean. I seen Megan Thee Stallion make that catfish and spaghetti for Klay Thompson several times in the offseason. I seen Megan Thee Stallion act right several times around Klay Thompson. Now, he ain't never tell her she had to stop being Megan Thee Stallion. He ain't never tell her she had to quit doing her music or whatever the case may be. Because outside of entertainment, she act right. She act right. Same with Glorilla. She a Memphis chick. All that cussing and shit y'all be hearing in her music, that's an everyday occurrence down here where I'm at. We see that every day. That shit don't bother me. I hear that every day. That's normal for us down here. And I said this on numerous occasions. Like, man, I would have cussed Glorilla ass out a long time ago. That shit don't bother me. We would have been cussing each other out. And she would have gotten that motherfucker and cooked me something to eat. After I done cussed her ass out. But I get it because Brandon Ingram look like a quiet dude. He don't know Glorilla with the shit. He probably said, fuck it, I'm going to take a risk. I like her. I like her. And again, at that Houston-Toronto game, you see Megan and you see Glow cheering for their man. Cheering for their man. And even though they say in their music how they don't need a man or how they gonna treat a nigga and did. They actually catering to their niggas. They actually catering to their man. See, it sounds empowering for a female to say fuck a nigga. Going back to Summer Walker. That because one, you got razzle dazzle, and two, you don't want to do nothing else. You don't want to act right. Cause there's a good chance you been with a good nigga that wanted to treat you right, and you ain't want to act right. There's a very good chance of that. There's a very good chance of that. See, what y'all be failing to realize is that a woman can act the way she want to act till she get that nigga, that one. Until she get the one. She knows she got one. As a matter of fact, when my son girlfriend was over here last night, I gave her the my ranking system that I gave my son. Now, for those that know, my son ranked his girlfriend, the mother of his son, 6.5. And that's about where I gave Summer Walker, is between 6 and 7. And when I told her straight up in her face, I was like, you got potential. You risky though. She a good girl. She can go left at any given time. And I told her straight up, it's like all the women in his family love you. His mama, his grandmama, his aunties, his sister. I say they love you. They love you. They fuck with you. But you only got one time to fuck them over. And she looked and she was like, what? I'm like, you got one time to fuck them over. And they on your ass. She ain't know how to deal with this shit. And I'm like, I'm trying to tell you something. It's like, look, as long as you do what you supposed to do as a woman, because you got risk, you risky. But she risky because of her family. It ain't because of her in general. It's because of her family. She come from a fucked up family. So, like I know, if one of these idiots in your family do it, then all y'all will do it. So that's what my son real concerned with her is her upbringing, her family upbringing, her background. I told her last night, like, look, as long as you do what you need to do and keep yourself right, you'll never have to worry about them getting on your head. You'll never have to worry about my son leaving you alone if you do what you're supposed to do as a young lady. And I tell her, I say, I believe you can do it. I believe you can get right. I believe you can do it. But you at a 6.5. You ain't too far from getting cut off. You at a 6.5. I gave her the same questions I gave my son, according to my scoring system. And once we did the numbers off the same questions, same scale, 1 through 10, 1 being terrible, 10 being the shit. Out of her own mouth, she said my son is the shit. Just off her ranking the 10 questions I gave her and taking her numbers and adding that shit up, she literally said my son is the shit. She'd be foolish to let my son go. So now that we had these scores, I told her, I was like, look, in your eyes, my son is a keeper. I said, in his eyes, he can let your ass go if you don't act right. I'm gonna say that again. According to his girlfriend, the mother of his son, according to her ranking of my son, he's a keeper. He's a keeper. According to my son about his girlfriend, you straight, but I can cut your ass off if you don't act right. In Megan Thee Stallion and in Glorilla case, both of them are straight. They can be cut off. Brandon Ingram and Klay Thompson are keepers. See, Summer Walker is straight, but she can get cut off. Megan Thee Stallion is straight, but she can get cut off. Glorilla is straight, but she can get cut off if she don't take her end of the bargain. As you can see, after three I just named, one of them is with the shit right now, while the other two is jumping up and down talking about my man, my man, my man. They know that they can't keep doing bullshit and keep finding keepers. They know they can't keep doing dumb shit and keep getting a good nigga in their life. Sooner or later, you're gonna have to stop doing bullshit if you want to keep a good nigga. Or you keep doing the dumb shit and talking about I'm gonna drain a nigga pockets. Choice on you. Choice on you. Now, let me get into the topic for the day, and I'm gonna get y'all up out of here. Y'all hit that like button. Excuse me. So anyway, today's topic: morning smashing. Is the dividend that gets you promoted, according to science. Morning smashing is the dividend that gets you promoted. It's the dividend that gets you promoted. And I know a lot of y'all gonna be thinking like, what the hell? But just think about it. Just hear me out. Just hear me out. Hear me out. And I'm gonna break it down in several parts. So just hear me out. Okay. So, as y'all know, over here at this channel, Big Dog Barking, aka Swipe Vesta. As y'all know, I do a lot of financial style advice, relationship advice, right? And y'all know I believe in investing, short term, long term. What if I told y'all that the biggest investment that a man can make is not crypto? What if I told you the biggest investment a man can make is not in the stock market? The biggest investment that a man can make that ain't financially is morning sex. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So it works two ways, ladies and gentlemen, because if you a man that trying to get ahead in life at your job, trying to get a little bit more money and shit like that, I'm gonna tell you how this gonna break that down. But also, if you're a woman with a man that's trying to get ahead, you want him to go for this promotion or whatever the case may be, I'm breaking it down. So the biggest investment a man can make outside of crypto, outside of the stock market, is getting his rocks off first thing in the morning before he go to work. And science proves that it helps a man with his confidence, with his thinking, with his focus. You feel what I'm saying? You helping this man bust a nut early in the morning actually will help him throughout the process of the day. Throughout the process of the day, if he get that nut off before he clock in for work, you actually helping him focus, help him with his concentration, help him with his masculinity, his confidence, his confidence. See, morning sex, that first nut of the day, soon as I wake up and now I'm on brick, standing at attention before I had to get myself ready for work. Morning sex is a cash dividend. It's already paid out. It's already, you already got the winnings of the day. You already got the payout if you got on getting in the morning. Because whether y'all know this or not, the first thing in the morning when I wake up, that's when I'm at my peak. Throughout the night, I hadn't slept and all that good shit right there. So now when I wake up and I got a hard on, that means it's, I'm ready to go. My testosterone pumping. And I done did this so many times in my life, is that I got to get up at 4:30 in the morning, dick hard. I look at my alarm clock, look at the phone and see my alarm just woke me up and see, how many minutes I got left before I really had to get out of the bed and get my day started. Some days I wake up for the alarm go off. Some days I wake up and snooze that junk. So I had to look and get myself together. And it's like, maybe I got a couple of minutes to go on, try to do something with wifey. So I'm sitting there hard on and shit like that. And I roll over to my left because she sleep on my left. And I roll over to my left and I start rubbing my dick on the booty. You know what I'm saying? Start rubbing my dick on the booty and start rubbing on it and shit like that, trying to get her wet and shit like that. And everything getting it in, hitting from the back, trying to go on bust a quick nut because I still gotta get in the shower and put my clothes on and shit. I ain't trying to be late for work, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to time everything, but I'm trying to get this nut off. I'm trying to go and get this nut off. Now, there been days that, I'm hard as a rock and she say, fuck you, nigga. She probably mad at me from the night before, or she on a cycle or whatever the case may be. But a lot of times I roll over and she written like, shit, it don't take too much. It don't take too much for me to go and get that thing wet and juicy. And I go and stroke out. Go and give me my rocks off right fast, hop in the shower, wash my dick and balls and under my arms and shit like that, put my clothes on, hop in the whip and go to work. Hop in the whip and go to work. Excuse me. But this is the thing. By me doing that early in the morning, that's tapping into my energy. That's tapping into my confidence. That's tapping into my dominance. I'm gonna say that again. That's tapping into my energy. That's tapping into my confidence. That's tapping into my dominance. That's my compounding advantage. Starting my day off in the green. Starting my day off in the green, in the black, not the red. Started my day off at 4 o'clock in the morning, already winning. Already up. I done already got paid. I done already got the quote unquote cash out from wifey before my day even started. I done already got paid before I even got out the bed, before I even took a shower. She done already gave a nigga some pussy. She done already bent it over for a nigga before I even went to work. Gone, let me do what I need to do to her. She enjoys it. She enjoys it, but that gives some of you guys the extra kick. Some of y'all guys need it more than others. And I'm gonna get into why I say that during the conversation, but some of y'all guys need that early morning sex more than others. Some of y'all need that more than others. Because, excuse me, because of your hormones. See, let me go over to the financing right fast, to the financial side right fast. See, my testosterone is my bull market. My testosterone is me. I can take over the world. I can conquer the world. I can do whatever. Just like in the bull market, it's like me. I'm very high on this, that, and the third on these different companies and shit like that. I don't see no losses. I'm confident in my decision making. I'm confident that this industry is gonna boom. I'm willing to invest into this company. I'm willing to invest in this industry because I have faith. I ain't shaky. I ain't scared. I'm gonna go and take on the chances. I'm gonna go and do what it do. That's your testosterone pumping, gentlemen. That's your testosterone pumping, gentlemen. You're ready to take on the world and all the challenges that the world gonna throw at you. All the hurdles and the potholes, the rabid dogs and the vultures. You're ready to take on the world because of your testosterone. Then it's the cortisol. And cortisol is the stress hormones. That's your bear market. That's you being risky. I mean, not risky, my bad. That's you being iffy. That's you thinking too much about the risk. You're not 100% sure of investing. You're not 100% sure in your decision making. That's the cortisol. So when you get that early morning head, when you get that early morning ass, you get that testosterone boost. You get that little kick in the ass that you may need. And it brings that cortisol level down. I'm gonna say that again. When you get that little early morning rendezvous out the way before you go to work, your stress levels are lowered and your testosterone is pumped up a little bit more. You're ready to make decisions with focus, with clarity. You're not second guessing yourself. You're able to stand on your 10 with the decisions you make. And one thing I know for a fact, when we be having these conversations about women and who they gonna follow, the truth of the matter is women don't like to follow niggas that's faking. In a job, employees don't like to follow a leader that's shaky. When I was a supervisor, I stood on business. I ain't give a damn about your feelings. I stand on business. I'm not shaky. Even though I had good employees, I wasn't finna kiss your ass. I wasn't finna be iffy. I wasn't finna hesitate to do what I need to do to get rid of you, even though you was a good individual. I wasn't gonna hesitate to get rid of you if I need to. Same when I was coaching. I wasn't gonna hesitate if I needed to get rid of you, regardless how good you is. See, that right there is the testosterone pumping. That right there is me going by my nuts. That's me making decisions strictly off my confidence. Maybe that's why I would call cocky and arrogant a whole lot, because I got big ass balls. And sometimes for some of y'all guys getting it early morning twat, I pump up your balls a little bit. Give you a little bit more masculinity, a little bit more in your decision making. You feel what I'm saying? So you can imagine a guy that ain't getting it in early in the morning before he had to go face stress at a job, whether it's in corporate or a warehouse or whatever the case may be, McDonald's, wherever he working at, he's still dealing with this stress. He ain't get a little boost before he clocked in. So now he got to balance it out somehow, and he got a lot of stress. He don't know how to deal with the stress. It's hard for him to deal with the stress. It's hard for him to deal with the stress. But see, this is emotional regulation. Translation, market stability. Because when you start your day off fulfilled, you stop chasing emotional returns. You're not needy. You're not needy. You're not reactive. You're not scatterbrained. I'm going to say that again. When you getting some pussy early in the morning and you clock in, you don't have to be chasing emotional highs. You ain't being needy. You ain't reacting. You ain't scatterbrained. You focused already. You ain't letting no other thing knock you off your square. Now, everything I'm saying right now is that it's good to get it early in the morning, but that's not the only thing that you need early in the morning. You know what I'm saying? It's good to get it. It's good for a little kick in the ass, a little testosterone boost. It's cool for that. But again, that's not the only thing. Because if you a man, if you ooze confidence, that's just part of it. Because it's some dudes that do get it in early in the morning and still act like little bitches. They still stressed out. Even though they got it in early this morning, they still acting like, woe is me. They still stressed out. They still going through it, even if they got some. So it ain't just that getting some gonna make you a better man. It's to add on to what you already is as a man. It ain't no 100% guarantee that you knock somebody's socks off early in the morning that you actually a man now. No, it just goes with your manhood. It just goes along with your masculinity. It ain't gonna make you more masculine. It just goes along with your masculinity. Because if you're not masculine, no matter how much pussy you get early in the morning, if you still moving like you shaky, You just shaky. You just shaky. Excuse me. So again, that early morning dopamine hit, it ain't just pleasure. It ain't just you releasing. It's focus. It's focus. Cause I don't know how much truth is of this, but they was always talking about a boxer abstaining from sex while he training for a fight to help him focus a little bit better at the contender at hand, the opponent. Now I have to think. It's like you want the nigga to be so bricked up and frustrated, sexually frustrated, that he take all his frustrations out on his opponent. Now I have to reconsider. It's like, well, if I'm so sexually frustrated, you think I'm just gonna take it out on my opponent? That don't make me no more masculine if I was getting it. Because if I'm shaky, I'm shaky. If I'm shaky, I'm shaky. If I'm iffy, I'm iffy. If I can't make a good decision, I can't make a good decision whether I'm getting it or not. I'm not able to make a power play if I'm scared to make a power play. Anyway, whether I'm abstaining from sex or getting it all the time, if I'm not in a masculine mindset, if I'm not in a masculine frame, no matter how much pussy I get or how much pussy I don't get, if I'm always moving with caution, if I'm always scared to make a decision because I'm scared of the consequence, if I'm constantly doing a risk analysis every day and I'm moving in fear, it don't even matter how much pussy I get. It don't even matter how much pussy I get. Cause if I'm shaking, I'm shaky. If I ain't got the other qualities and the other traits of masculinity, it don't even matter how much I'm getting. Yeah, it's something nice to brag about when you get to the workhouse. Is that my shouter topped me off? She gave me head on the way to work. She let me smash for in the shower before I got in the shower. Yeah, that's something to brag about. Give you a little confidence boost. Let you move a little bit better. But that's only part of it. That's only part of the draw. That's only part of your appeal. That's only part of your charisma. That's only part of the magnetism that's inside of you. It's only part of it. Because if you ain't confident in who you is as a man, how you gonna go up for this promotion? How you gonna go up against the boss for a raise that you feel like you deserve? Because you've been putting so many hours in at the job, or you done worked at the job so many years that when you go into negotiations, you supposed to just get something because of the time you spent at the job. You ain't confident in the situation. You just saying, "Well, I've been here so long, I deserve, whatever you give me, will be all right." But you really want more than what they offer you, and you scared to ask for it. You have no confidence. Early morning pussy don't do nothing but give you confidence, a little confidence boost. But if the rest of you ain't intact with the masculinity that's inside of you, again, It don't even matter. It don't even matter. Cause I know guys that can come into work talking about how much they were getting, how many female they were smashing and all that type of shit. But you put them in a pressure situation, they fold like a kite. No matter how much you doing, no how good you is with women, I put you in a pressure situation and you folded like a kite. Then you surprised is that the females you was smashing want to smash a guy that stand tall under pressure. See, what I be trying to tell you guys, it ain't always about the looks and the money and all that right there. It's what you do when you're back up against the wall and you have to perform. You have to show your ass. You have to do what you have to do because people rely on you to do it. Not your family, not your kids, not your family. It's people that you go to work with every day. It's people you coaching. It's people you gotta deal with, whether they like you or not. Because the family members, they gonna like you unconditionally. They gonna love you. They'll be mad at you, but they still love you. It's people that have no relation to you, that have no ties to you, and how they look at you and how they respect you and shit like that. And if you moving like a hoe, like a leaf in the wind, why you think you get ran over? Why you think you get ran over? Why you think you get second guessed and questioned for your decision making? Because they don't believe that you are the leader. They don't believe you masculine enough to take charge. They don't believe in it. They don't believe you. They don't believe you. And we're talking about just a work environment where you're in charge or you trying to get ahead of the game, you trying to get this promotion, you trying to get some extra money, and you ain't got no confidence in yourself to go ask for what you want. You're just gonna deal with whatever they give you and shut the fuck up. You ain't able to make no sound. You ain't able to stand on the decisions you making because you don't want to upset certain people. How they gonna respect you? How they gonna respect you as a man when you ain't got no respect for yourself? You don't even know what type of nigga you is. Early morning pussy will give you a little boost. But this niggas that don't need the boost early in the morning, they still that nigga. It's niggas that ain't getting no early morning sex and come to work and be that nigga. That's able to lead, is able to focus, able to do what it needs to be done, able to take charge, able to crush somebody's feelings in the name of perfection. It's just some guys that's wired like that. It's just some guys that's just wired like that. A little head in the morning before I clock in. It's just a little head in the morning for a guy like me. It's guys like me out there that there's just some early morning activities. It ain't gonna help me do shit I'm already doing. It's nice though, but I'm already on top of my shit. I'm already making decisions. I'm already making power plays. Whether I got it in the morning or not. But like I said, some of you guys, y'all actually need to feel good about yourself, to have a little confidence in yourself. Just have a little bit more confidence in yourself. So you can move throughout the rest of your day. might buck up at your boss, might have a little bit more confidence to approach a side chick, a work wife. You know what I'm saying? It might give you a little boost. But that still ain't gonna make you a man if you ain't got other qualities that make you a man. If you ain't got other qualities that make you a leader, then you're not a good leader. You might be a leader, but you're not a good one. Yeah. Anyway, I'm finna get on down. I gave y'all an hour and 15 minutes. Like I said, I wasn't gonna be up here all day, and it really was a throwaway. Like I said, it was just something I saw that I wanted to talk about, nothing major. Anyway, I appreciate y'all coming through. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, and I will talk to y'all later.
My skin is black.
Doctor?
Light nigga, young nigga, full nigga, real nigga, rich nigga, full nigga, house nigga, feel nigga, still nigga, still nigga. Light nigga, young nigga, full nigga, real nigga, rich nigga, full nigga, house nigga, feel nigga, still nigga, still nigga. Light nigga, young nigga, full nigga, real nigga, rich nigga, full nigga, house nigga, feel nigga. Still nigga. Still nigga. Light nigga, young nigga, full nigga, real nigga, rich nigga, full nigga, house nigga, feel nigga. Still nigga. Still nigga. You wanna know what's more important than throwing away money in a strip club? Credit. You ever wonder why Jewish people own all the property in America? That's how they did it. Financial freedom, my only hope. Fuck living rich and dying broke. I bought some artwork for $1 million. 2 years later, that shit worth $2 million. 2 years later, that shit worth $8 million. I can't wait to get this shit to my children. Y'all think it's bougie? I'm like, fine, but I'm trying to give you $1 million worth of game for $9.99. Turn a 2 to a 4, 4 to an 8. I turn my life into a nice first week release date. Y'all is still taking advances, huh? Me and my niggas taking real chances, Like niggas, y'all niggas.